Hi there, Akin here for my 364th Booktube video, and today I'll be bringing you a review for The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Dead Man's Jest. True to the Treehouse of Horror episodes of the show, this is a collection of short, horror-related stories featuring the cast of The Simpsons. So the first story is House of 1,000 Donuts, which I believe is a twist on House of 1,000 Corpses, featuring Karen Black, who I believe starred in that. Not seen it, not the sort of thing I'd watch. As the Simpsons find the House of 1,000 Donuts, which, after Homer visits, becomes a House of 37 Donuts. It's a lot of fun. I'm not sure how much it references the film that I've not seen, so a lot of that potentially went over my head, but I enjoyed it for what it was. After that is Squish Thing, which I would take to be a twist on Swamp Thing. Another story I don't know much about, but Homer's trying to create a perfect blend between a squishy and Duff beer. There's a little accident and he becomes the Squish Thing. And in his absence, Moe starts making his move on Marge. Again, a lot of fun, and with a nice change in art style to fit the creepy vibes there. A short fun thing on Homer explaining death to Bart. Fatal Reception, where Homer denies giving candy to Bart and Lisa, and is then subjected to some terrifying things on TV, such as a donut being destroyed and beer being poured down the sink. Next up is Bart Simmons' God of Thunder, where it transpires that not only is Homer not Bart's biological father, but Gene Simmons of Kiss is, and that Gene Simmons is also the God of Thunder, making Bart part deity. Another snippet on Bart's ultimate haunted house. And the larger story, 2 Tickets to Heck, as the Simpsons family go to a Horrorland theme park, where the kids go on a ride, leading to a sub-story, A Quick Way to a Krusty Death, where Krusty appears to be some undead creature, and then escaping him, Bart and Lisa both fall through a portal. Bart ends up in some war, in the mini-story Midget Commando, and Lisa ends up in some political thing with Shock Suspense Simpsons, which covers the restriction of access to reading materials, in this case comics. The 2 stories clash and the kids end up in Roswell, New Mexico, and steal a spaceship. It's that sort of story. A lot of fun, lots of twists and turns, a lot of pop culture references. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. Bart Simpson's classic Halloween candy, look at the various different sweets and who's likely to give you them. And then there's Scareway to Heaven at the Camp Pentecost Youth Retreat. Ned Flanders' ghost stories suck, and so Bart brings out a Ouija board, which has some rather less than ideal results. And they're rescued by none other than Pat Boone. A rambling story by Grandpa Simpson about the evil eye, which is a bit silly but fun. And then the Sub-Basement of Dracula, which ostensibly is a twist on the Dracula story, but I found it a bit of a mess and didn't really understand what was going on most of the time. And then finally, The Legend of Batterface, where Homer Simpson is left in the lake, and then decades later, in the guise of Batterface, Homer Simpson takes his revenge by murdering, one a year, the campmates that bullied him during the camp. And for reasons, it features Alice Cooper. I found it to tell, but it didn't seem to really go anywhere. So there you go, a weird collection of Treehouse of Horror style stories. Most were quite entertaining. And not the strongest collection of the 4 books I'm aware of, but still worth buying. So have you read Treehouse of Horror Dead Man's Chest? Or what's your favourite Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode, whether it's on screen or in book form? I like most of them. I've always got time for The Raven, and one of the zombie ones, when Homer shoots the zombie Flanders and the kids go, "Yay, you shot the zombie Flanders." And Homer goes, "Flanders was a zombie." I like that. Comment down below please, but as usual, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and other YouTube things. If you want, until next time, see you later.